Hey everybody, it's Lauren. I'm in London phone booth. When was the last time you ever put a dime in a phone booth? I used to have penny loafers when I was in like middle school and high school, and I would put dimes in just in case you had to make a phone call, but there's no more dime. Well, I guess there are, but I haven't seen one in a really long time. Anyway, I thought I'd go to London. It's a little sunny here in Arizona, so London's usually kind of gray. I don't know what the weather's like now. My brother lives in London, so hi Dan if you're watching. Anyway, I wanted to talk about what do you do when your appraisal comes in low, and I've been seeing that in so many purchases, at least 4 in the last week. So everybody freaks out and goes, oh my God, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? But you know, stuff's happening. So I want to make sure that everybody understands you've got options, always have options. So let's say you have a house that your purchase price is $200,000 and the appraisal comes in at 190. What do? Well, there's 3 things you can do. First, you can say, bye, I gotta go, and walk away. Yes, you get your earnest money back. Awesome. Second thing, you can do, your agent can do. And if you don't have a good agent, let me know. I have fabulous ones, and this is where this story is based from. So the agent, I gave her a form for what they call a ROV. It is a reconsideration of value. So she fills out the form, shows the comps that she thinks are better comps, and sends it back to me. I send it in, and then the appraisal management company sends it to the appraiser. And sometimes the appraiser goes, you know what? You're right. You're absolutely right. Let me switch that around and use these comps. I didn't use that one. Maybe I need to go back a little farther, whatever. Doesn't happen often, but we'll get to that story in a second. So that's one thing. Then we wait for it to come back. Maybe it comes back, maybe it doesn't. Usually it doesn't. The third thing you can do is negotiate or renegotiate your contract and have the sellers and the buyer kind of meet in the middle. So maybe one comes up 5,000, one comes down 5,000, and everybody's happy. It depends on if you love the house. But anyway, so you have 3 options when that happens. So you can walk away, get your earnest money back. You can try to ask the appraiser really nicely. You want to do it really nicely, if they'd consider different comps. And then the third thing is you can meet in the middle with the seller. Hopefully you guys come to an agreement. Now I want to tell you the rest of my story. So what happened was they did a revision, or excuse me, a request for a revision. And it turned out that the appraiser was like, you know what? You're right. It's rare, but it happens, right? And I think what's going on is appraisers are really doing their job, which is to show value. Value is a very different thing than price. So price is what somebody would pay for it. Value is what it is worth in today's market. So from an appraisal standpoint, usually they go back about 3 months. Well, in your head, go back 3 months. What was going on? Nothing. Everybody was home. Nobody was looking at houses. That's just started to kick in right now. So, you know, sales might be kind of slumpy 3 months ago. And so maybe that value was appropriate for that little snippet of time, but it's not really a good indicator of what's really going on. So luckily the appraiser was really cool and obviously really good. And so he said, no, maybe I should go back a little bit further. And turns out came in at value. It was priced right to begin with. So I hope that helps anybody out there that's either in a contract right now or thinking about it, looking around on Zillow, which really isn't real. Well, it's real, but it's not. And wondering, gosh, you know, I wonder if I should go 2,000 over in this bidding war that I'm in. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. But if you decide to do that, and I have a couple contracts right now that are over asking price, typically they come in appropriately in the appraisal. But if it's something that you love, maybe it's worth that extra $1,000. Because here's the deal. The lender will not lend any more than what the appraisal says. So again, if it was a $200,000 house, the appraisal comes back at 190, your loan amount could only be $190, but that doesn't mean you can't come in with $5,000 more at the closing table and still have the house that you love. So I hope that was really helpful. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. I know it's just such a weird thing. Arizona at least is now, well, not all of Arizona, Scottsdale is where I am. Mandatory masks, which I actually think isn't such a bad thing. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but oh well. And I work from home. And I get to travel to London in my chair whenever I want to. So kind of fun. Anyway, have a great weekend, everybody. I look forward to seeing you again. And if you have any questions or topics that you're interested in, drop a comment and let me know, because I'm always trying to think about, you know, interesting things that people would want to know about. And they usually start or begin with the things I'm dealing with during the week. So if there's anything you want to know, let me know and I'll do a video over it. It would really help me because sometimes I can't think of anything. Bye.